Hey, everybody, welcome to the Better Wounds podcast. Today, we're going to be talking all about sleep and restorative sleep after surgery, how we prep for this stuff. And I'm really excited. I've got Rachel and Kate here, and they're from Sleep Again Pillows. And I'm laying on it. I'm hanging out in the luxurious system that they were so kind to send to me to help me recover from my surgery. So, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, it's great to be
Yeah,
here.
thanks for having us.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get connected until after, but I mean, this is just a beautiful system. Um, I was using something wonky, like I'm sure many people are out there just kind of piecing, together. They get home, they have no idea how uncomfortable they were going to be after a procedure, and they're like making do. So I really hope this reaches people in the prep and planning stages of their procedure, and I'm sure that you feel the same way. But how did you come up with this beautiful system?
Thanks. So I came up with it after my double mastectomy. In 2017, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had many surgeries that year. But after the first big one, my double mastectomy, I could not sleep on the wedge pillow that my doctor recommended. So through trial and error, came up with this pillow system. We've perfected it, and we did patent it, but initially it was a system very similar to the one that you're laying in right now. And it really just made me be able to sleep comfortably on my back. And I was able to just rest, recover. I would meditate in it. I would read in it. I didn't want to leave it. My husband and I had to negotiate the exit out of our bed when it was time. But yeah, it made everything so much better.
Do you still like hang on? I could see like these side pillows being something that would hang around a little longer.
Yeah, it comes and goes. The pillow system has been a part of our, like it's come in when I've needed it for back pain or when I've needed it for recovery from other surgeries. Like I had a sinus surgery. I had an ovary removal surgery. So I've used it. My daughter used it for a sinus surgery recovery. We've had multiple family members use it for different, surgery recoveries.
Yeah, so absolutely not just only for mastectomy use or plastic surgery use. Like, I know my husband is like, well, I'm gonna borrow that when I have to have my teeth, like his teeth worked on to help prop him up. But um, I got, like, you're talking about all these procedures, right? I got very little info from my doctor, and just as being a physical therapist, I knew, what I tell people. You want to have the head of the bed elevated, and that's mostly for comfort and so you don't develop blood clots and your lungs stay clear and all that stuff. But then, with the breast procedures or even shoulder, arm surgery, neck surgery, like you're like a fish out of water if you lay flat on your back. So even the way, like, I have the two wedges piled up right now so I could sit upright, but that's like another great like use for while you're hanging out, um, just doing something else while you're sitting in bed, but you could prop yourself up. Most of us don't have a hospital bed that's got the, clicker thing. But
True.
so what kind of procedures have you found that your clients are, is it mostly oncology based or?
Yeah, we kind of as you mentioned, it's definitely across the board. Um, a, a lot of our clients of our customers are finding us through breast cancer resources. We definitely speak to a lot of women who are having some kind of breast surgery. But that said, I mean, in my family, my dad's had hip replacement. We've had shoulder surgeries, rotator cuff, ACL, a lot of sports related injuries. Basically any surgery or injury where your doctor says, please try to keep your upper body elevated. and your arms still and sleep on your back, which is quite frankly a lot of procedures and really difficult to do. And so the system works kind of for anything that you would need that kind of specific positioning, and to be able to stay in it comfortably.
Right. And then even like I had some work on my lower body, like I had swelling in my legs and feet, and like I really needed to get my legs up, like up. So I definitely needed the wedges because I was just all swollen and the compression garments and all that stuff. But yeah, using everything I had to get upright, get them up, get the swelling out.
Yeah, well, and that's part of the beauty of the design too, because it is the 5 separate pieces, is just as you said, you can double up the wedges underneath your legs. If you
Hmm.
need more elevation, you can double up the wedges behind your upper body. If you want more of that incline, like you're so lovely modeling right now, you can go and make it work for whatever, wherever you are, whatever you're needing, is adjustable.
Yeah, I love that it comes apart because I would think even as your, recovery is not a linear process. You have good days and bad, and you do get better over time, but that you can kind of like take a pillow or part of it away. Maybe like, oh no, I need it back. Like you have a good day or a bad day.
And one more thing is we do now sell the 2 side pillows separately. So when people have adjustable beds and they can do zero gravity in their bed, they can use the 2 side pillows.
That's
And
great.
yeah, and then same with wedges. We can, if anyone is having shoulder surgery or they want to double up on their wedges on top, they can actually buy a third wedge separately so they can have a wedge for their lower body and 2 for their upper body.
I'm like I've been on sleeping on my back for a month, right? So that's not my normal positioning. But this like side wedge, I can't wait to lay on my side and like hug this thing. Like that's where I'm headed.
Yeah, yeah. No, you can use it any way that is comfortable for you. I mean, we have videos and we have ways for people to see how, the ideal setup is for different types of recovery, surgeries and recoveries. But people can do whatever they want to make it comfortable for them.
Yeah. And I think the net is it seems like sometimes when you're first figuring it out, like it's a little complicated. But honestly, we sell it in a set. It comes with everything you need. And then if you want to add a couple things here and there, if you decide, oh gosh, I really wish I had 3 of these instead of 2, we sell little pieces separately to go ahead and add to wherever whatever you find to be your ideal setup. But it really does work for, I mean, we hate to say like every single person on the planet, but we have yet to come across someone that it doesn't work for. If anyone's struggling with it, I mean, we're the company, right? So they call or they email and we just help them troubleshoot and figure out how we can get them comfortable. And we do, because we figure it out for them. We really help get them situated, and then they can actually sleep, get a good
Yeah.
night.
I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Like you got to get your rest after any procedure. That's a huge thing with like I deal with a lot of patients that have open wounds, and that's how they're usually finding me. Like their healing journey is not going smoothly. So they're having a bump in the road, and it's definitely something that sleep is there's they're not making it all the way through the night. They can't find a comfortable position. They've gotta like they start in the bed, they go to the couch, they come, it's then disruptive to whoever they've got in bed with them if there's someone there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
absolutely.
and we've had people email us or do reviews or post or whatever, and they'll say I slept 7 hours in a row or I slept 8 hours in a row, and that is just the biggest joy for us to know that people are getting the sleep and the rest that they need, and then they tell us about it after the fact.
That's great. And obviously they're super happy if they're reaching back out, right? you,
Yeah,
you like get both extremes, right?
we talk to people when they're really, really tired And then we talk to people really, really like happy and, they're just so relieved that they've been able
Same.
to.
That's everyone I talk to as well. They're either crying or they're like ecstatic that it's
Yep.
worked.
One or the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, I'll take them any way they come. Um, so I saw too when I was checking out the website, which I thought was really cool, the more of the wearable piece for mastectomy. Like it looked more like a rest kind of hang out and do things. Was that a newer or different? There was where'd that come from?
Yeah. So when I went through breast cancer years ago, I remember certain products that helped me get through it. And one of them was and people, gave them to me or sent them to me, like friends did. And one of them was a mastectomy chest pillow. And it really is just comfortable. It goes under your arms and over your chest. And then and it would be good for any breast surgery or any chest surgery because it's very protective and comfortable.
Yeah.
And then there's also the seatbelt pillow. So when you're driving and you don't want the pressure, the seatbelt pillow just provides that protection for you and comfort as well. So we're trying to branch out and to provide more options and more products that will help people in their recovery, mainly so that they can have a one-stop shop or one place to go find the things that they need.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, those are super. Like I just had the breast lift procedure and I'm fine, but like really sensitive and like I'm putting the seatbelt under, because I'll all of a sudden be like, oh God, ow, like just like it just comes in like a wave. Like it's not like I'm uncomfortable all the time, but it comes at like a wave and you're like, oh, get it off me. So I can imagine that the mastectomy is obviously way more invasive, but that pillow wearing would be amazing. Even just to like be able to give someone a hug.
Yeah, and we've been able to, like Rachel said, it's been a great process for us as a little small business because the things that we end up telling women about a lot are the things that we know, okay, if we could make this and sell this and just make it really easy for women to just order it from us or understand what we're talking about, like again, make a kind of complicated time is a little bit simpler, a little bit easier, then that's what we try to do.
Yeah, I love it. They must feel so great that it's coming from, the two of you. It's like you're answering the emails. You're the ones who have, come up with the product and use it came right from you. It's not some big box store or something where they're not going to get any answers from anybody or any customer service really.
I know we do love to talk to the customers. It's actually kind of one of our favorite things, and they love hearing like, so you invented it. I'm like, oh yeah, Rachel invented it. She's right here, and she made it, and she prototyped it, and like we got it patented, and we make it. And if you need anything, you call us, and like we're just sort of a little layer of support for women mostly. Like I said, we do have a lot of men too and lots of different surgeries, but we primarily talk to people who are going through breast cancer surgeries.
Yeah. How was that process like getting this product made?
Hard. It was very difficult. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Kate has a background. She worked for Boppy, so she has a background in consumer goods, and I was not. I mean, I was a family law attorney, mediator, and I've owned preschools. Like my husband and I did that, but I had never made a product, never developed a product, never made a product. We had a sourcing consultant initially, and we figured it out. It's been 4 years now and we've figured it out, but it took a long time and a lot of trial and error.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't have a physical product, so I can't imagine.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, labor of love for sure, but we've
Mhm.
learned. We laughed at, I think it was last year, we decided like we don't want to learn any more lessons right now. Like we're good for we like
I got it.
yeah. Yeah. We'll learn more lessons in like maybe a month or two, but we would like to stop for just a minute.
A little break.
This is a huge learning curve. But you just have to stick with it. You know, you just have to like not give up, because at the end of the day, you literally have to just push through and know that you'll figure it out. You just can't give up. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're helping so many people, so it's a great, you know, you've got that benefit, like you have your reason, you have your why and all of that, which is half the battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. This was a labor of love. This is like a passion project. We started this with the intention of helping as many people as we can help, especially women, going through breast cancer. And it just feels, I don't know, fortuitous. And we're just really fortunate and lucky that we get to do what we're doing right now.
That's awesome. So tell everybody where and how they can get the product and where they can find you.
Sure. So you can find us online. We basically just sell through our website. So you can go to sleepagainpillows.com, and we have everything there. We have tons of resources as well. We have, resource guides and blog posts, videos, but everything is all centrally located on the website, all the products. And then if you have any questions, all of our contact information is there too. If you reach out, you get one of us and we can help talk you through it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I'll post the information below. And I think I've got a coupon code and I'll put that in there as well. And we'll make sure everyone gets to see this, and can't wait to see how everybody enjoys the product.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.